Don't panic, all right?
You know something? I'm not panicking. Cassie's gone, and I'm going to buzz the nurse.
Last time I spoke to her, she sounded fine to me.
You seem to forget that I went through a nervous breakdown with Cassie.
I'm not forgetting anything. I'm not forgetting a thing. I'm just telling you.
Kevin,
just
it's not
because you went through it doesn't mean that she's going through it again. And another thing, you don't know that she walked out of here on her own. They might have taken her somewhere for
You don't believe
tests.
that they took her anywhere any more than I do. Nurse, the woman that's supposed to be in this room, have you seen her anywhere?
Wait a second. Hold on a minute. Did you take her for more tests?
No further tests were ordered,
Okay,
so
we have every reason to believe that she's left the room, she's wandering, she's delusional, she's in danger. Please.
Yeah, right away. Okay.
Okay, now, we may have to call the police.
Okay, wait a minute. Don't call. Give me the phone.
Kevin, think back to the bell tower, will you? She almost jumped out of that bell tower. She can hurt herself. She may want to hurt herself.
What's that look for? I just gave you a very nice compliment.
It's nothing. I was just thinking how we should have buried the hatchet long before now.
Pity you can't convince Blair of that. Come on, let's get some more wine.
You know, I'm the luckiest girl to be hooked up again with the best dancer in Lambview. How about it, sweetheart?
It's such a damn shame that Bo and Nora are not getting off my jet to Nassau right now.
Well, they're not, Asa. And there's nothing you can do.
I think I'll go freshen up a bit. Would you excuse me?
Sure. Sure.
What is the deal? The necklace is in her purse. When is the Diamond Diva gonna sing?
Actresses. She has to feel.
Yeah, well, I suggest she feel it pretty darn soon because Taya went to go freshen up. And to me, that suggests purse opening time.
Feel it now, or you will be sent so far off Broadway that they won't even deliver the New York Times.
My necklace! It's gone! Someone stole my diamond necklace!
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
Your baby's gonna be fine. No? It's gonna be fine.
Thank you so much.
I don't have the gene for Gaucher's disease anywhere in my body.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everything's gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine.
Oh, don't.
Would one of you mind telling me what the hell's going on here?
Well, Nora was just telling me about this terrible ordeal you've both been through. This genetic disease, Gaucher's disease.
Why the tears?
She was very emotional.
That much I can see.
I just was hit with the relief when I was telling Sam.
Why tell Sam about this anyway? This is none of Sam's business.
I saw him at the hospital after we had our scare when I was bleeding, and he was very concerned about our child. And so I told him about the tests.
And then burst into tears.
I have been fighting for dear life to hold it together. Because the odds were so obviously in our favor, I just felt foolish.
You know, actually, I think it's the pregnancy. I remember how emotional Lindsay was when she was pregnant.
I don't think Bo and Nora need to take a trip through the Rappaport family album.
Well, no, I suppose you're right.
I think we should just all go back to the party since Nora is feeling better. You're feeling better, right, Nora?
Yes, thank you very much, Lindsay.
Okay, well, let's go.
Awfully quiet.
Don't get me wrong. I couldn't be happier about this baby of ours and that it's okay.
This baby.
This baby. What? Don't you think it's about time you told me what's going on?
Well, at least now I know why the articles about Gaucher's disease were on your desk. Was the news bad?
What?
Sam, Nora was crying.
Those were tears of joy, tears of relief. My test results were negative, all right? Now, would you drop it, please?
When did you notice it missing?
Well, I went into the ladies' room to freshen up. I took it off briefly. The clasp had caught my hair. It was pulling, and the next thing I knew, it was gone. She was there, and she's been staring at my necklace all night.
That's absurd. I wasn't even in the ladies' room. I think you should make her open her purse.
Blair, what's going on?
Oh, you don't have to worry about me anymore, Sam. You made that clear. But I do believe that Taya might need your legal expertise. Don't worry, I can handle it.
Then why don't you show us what's in your purse?
Miss Delgado, I believe I have reasonable cause to ask you to enter your purse on the table.
I beg to differ.
Taya, look, it's your call. But it would be nice to get to some real suspects.
Okay. And then I hope I can get on to enjoying my evening.
I know it's in there.
Wait a minute.
Excuse me, Miss Kramer?
But I needed...
Well?
I didn't go to the ladies' room, but I do remember seeing someone come out of it, and come to think of it, she did seem a little flustered.
Who was that?
Blair Kramer.
Oh, no, that's a lie.
Well, Miss Kramer, will you like to join our little show and tell?
Well,
I get...
So River's asleep. That's good. Now, if Cassie comes by, I want you to call the hospital right away. Let them know. Good. Thank you, Martha. Any word?
no, not yet, but security's been alerted, all right?
Yeah. All right, thanks for checking for me, Gordon. I'm sorry to bother you.
Neighbor?
Yeah, there's no sign of Cassie, no lights on in the mill house, nothing.
What about the bell tower?
Not a chance. It's locked up. It's secured. The choir's rehearsing at the church. I called over there. No sign of her. Is there anything the two of you might have talked about that would indicate where she'd go?
Oh, all I did was I took her face in my hands and I told her how much I loved her. I told her that now that Barbara's behind bars, she got nothing to worry about. And I told her that because she could walk now, that we could have the marriage that we dreamed of and do the things that we love to do. And that's it. That's all I said to her. Maybe if I... I know where she is.
I never touched that necklace. Somebody planted it there.
Come on, Blair.
I'm telling you.
If there's been a mistake, it'll all get sorted out at the station house, okay?
Sorry.
I understand.
Okay, let's go.
What? But am I being arrested?
Not yet.
Blair, what exactly did I miss?
As if you actually care. I'm the lying Blair Kramer, right?
You better hope I never catch you in a lie, Sam Rappaport. Because I'll see to it that you never live it down. Come on, Miss Kramer, let's go. Don't touch me.
Miss Bergman?
Okay.
Max, you're gonna come too, aren't you?
Hey, why not?
Mike? I want to ask you some questions.
Shouldn't I get to the Sun? Yeah, make arrangements to post bail if necessary?
No, I want you to come with me and tell me about this date of yours.
Well, I guess the excitement's over, huh?
Oh, you think so? Take a look at Asa over there, staring at us. He looks like he's about to burst with curiosity. I'll bet if he knew Beau had caught you and Nora in a clinch, he'd have another heart attack. Right here, and right now, in front of everyone in Landview.
Beau,
You're a wreck, honey. All right? You got tears streaming down your face. You're clinging to Sam Rappaport like there's no tomorrow.
It was relief over the news of the baby.
Okay, we got that news hours ago, and I don't remember you clinging to me. I don't remember you bursting into tears.
I was steeling myself with you
Why?
because I want you to think of me as being a strong person.
You don't have to be strong for me.
I had prepared myself to have the conversation with you. I hadn't prepared myself to have this conversation with Sam, and so when it came suddenly out of the blue, I lost it, you know, I just, out of relief.
So that's really what it is.
That's all it was. That's all it was. Can we not talk about something that's serious at our country club? Can we maybe discuss this at home sometime later?
There's a distance between us. Can you feel this? Hmm? I can feel it. Now, don't you think that you ought to tell me what's going on? Really? Why do you think all of a sudden you have to be strong for me? Why would you have to keep secrets from me? Now, I realize that I was out of it when Drew died. I'm back. Okay? You can count on me now, and I don't care what it is.
I know.
So if you have a problem, I should know about it. You bring it to me. You lean on me.
I do, Beau. I do. I love you. I love you so much, and I lean on you so much. It worries me that I lean on you too much.
Not lately.
I do. I do. More than you think I do. I mean, look at us right now sitting here in the country club. You should be inside, in the party, surrounded by people who are congratulating you and celebrating. And here you are, worrying about me. Let's go back inside.
Not right now. I'm not in the mood.
Smile, Sam. You have to look like you're having a good time, or Ace is going to think that something's up.
Something's going down, Renee, and it ain't good.
How about one dance?
I'm getting our coats.
Whatever it is, Asa, stay out of it. Asa, please.
Nora, I'm afraid to ask. What's with Beau?
Good news, Asa. Sam got his test results. It's negative. The baby will be fine.
Oh, thank the Lord. That is good news. But you haven't answered my question.
I hugged Sam when I heard, and Beau walked in.
Oh, damn woman. I mean, where are your brains?
Asa, you have no idea what I have been through. You have no idea how terrified I have been for this baby.
I understand, Nora. That's exactly why I didn't want you here in the same room with Sam tonight.
Doesn't matter. I can't stand it anymore, Ace. I can't stand the lies. Looking in Beau's eyes, knowing I've betrayed. I can't stand it anymore.
We're calling it a night, Pa. Okay, son, you take take good care of your wife. Oh, you can count on it.
Good night, Asa.
Good night. I am out of here.
No, no. You've made enough of a scene already.
What are you talking about?
What's it gonna look like when Bo and Nora leave and you leave right after?
I don't care what it... Look, Lindsay, tell you what. Somewhere here, there's a table filled with your favorite kind of food, the kind you stuff in your mouth. So go stuff your mouth and leave me alone.
So you're telling me that Blair set up that whole date?
Yeah, completely.
Oh, no.
I didn't steal that necklace, and you know it.
I do? How's that?
Well, it's been fun, guys, but I've got to get a statement from Miss Bergman.
Well, Blair, if you didn't take the necklace, how did it wind up in your purse?
Well, Taya, as if you didn't know.
Imagine my surprise when Max shows up at my hotel room and insists on taking me out. What's a poor, heartbroken girl to think? This man of dubious charm suddenly putting the moves on me when last I saw him, he was behind bars because I had put him there.
Dubious charm?
Oh, well, I did accept your invitation, didn't I?
Well, I was about to point that out myself.
Out of curiosity, however.
Oh, and here I thought we were getting along so well, tripping the light fantastic.
No, you do dance a mean tango.
How nice of you to notice.
For a gringo.
My cup runneth over.
Ah, stop! Get me out of here!
Come on, Blair. Did you really think this harebrained scheme of yours would really work?
What scheme?
The one where you get even with me for charging you with perjury by setting me up for a front-page arrest story in a very public place. Nice touch, but I don't think so.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, come on. Why don't you get over yourself? Because if I wanted to get even with you, don't you think I could come up with something a little bit better than that?
Well, I should hope so. After all, we both learned from the master, Todd Manning. Looks like I'm the better student.
Cassie. Honey, I'm so happy. Kevin told me you could walk. That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Let's sit down. Let's sit down and talk about it, and we'll call Kevin.
He's coming.
He is?
Yes, he promised.
What did he promise?
That he'd dance with me.
Honey, you're not dressed for dancing.
You don't like my gown? I love it. I love the way it flows.
You know who bought it for me?
No. My mother.
Dorian did.
Yes. She's so happy for me. She even forgave Kevin.
I'm glad. I'm glad, because you know what? He loves you very much.
Yes, he does, doesn't he?
And, honey, he's been very worried about you.
Where's the music? Why isn't anyone else dancing? I came here to dance. I want everybody to dance. Come on, everybody, let's dance.
You came here to dance?
Yes, of course. Why else do you go to a ball? I mean, we're supposed to dance every dance until midnight, and then Kevin and I are going to kiss, and our lives are going to start all over again.
Honey, let me call him, please.
No, you don't have to. He said he'd be here. He promised.
Cassie?
Where have you been? You promised.
I'm here now, so that's what's important. It's all gonna be okay. These are pretty. Hey, can I have this dance?
Yes, of course, kind sir.
Oh, I get it. Oh, yeah. This is all about Todd, isn't it? It's not about getting revenge on us because Todd isn't available. This is about getting revenge on me. Because Todd once loved me. He even married me and had a baby with me.
Relax, Blair. This little diamond caper was your little mental masterpiece, remember?
Oh, you've been out to get me ever since you came to this town. You wanted Todd. You wanted his money. And I was just in your way.
Look, that may have been true.
You even wanted Star.
This is all so much ancient history.
Well, let me tell you something. You're still the same old cookie. Greedy, manipulative.
Oh, please, look who's talking.
You're still after Todd's stuff, aren't you? Well, let me tell you something. Over my dead body.
Oh, perish the thought.
Oh, shut up, Max.
Not that you'll believe me, Blair, but you are wrong.
And you would say that, wouldn't you?
Look, I do envy you, Star. I admit it. But I am through with Todd Manning. No more, never again.
No properties, no money, no companies.
Not interested.
You're good, Taya. Oh, you're good. I'll give you that.
Blair, can we please put a stop to this ridiculous feud?
You started it.
Well, then let me end it. Come on, shake my hand. Please, let's stop fighting each other. Okay, the perjury charges were revenge on my part, pure and simple, and I'm sorry, Blair, okay? Shake my hand. Look, maybe I can even help out with Star on occasion.
You hear this, Max? Take your pity party. Take a long jump off a short pier.
Max, if you can talk some sense into her, I would really appreciate it.
You're not going to pin these phony theft charges on me either, Miss Delgado.
Blair, would you please listen to...
No, Max, shut up! I spent Christmas here. I have no problem spending the first couple of days of the new year here, too. No problem.
If you insist. I will go talk to Detective West and Ms. Bergman again. And next time, Blair, choose another actress with a little more gray matter.
Oh, I'll do that.
Okay, look, I can't take it anymore. I'll come clean. I was the mastermind behind the great diamond theft. I mean, something this clever? Do you really think Blair came up with this? Look at her. Forget about it. I am the one that did this. I am the one that hired the actress. Well, actually, she was more of an exotic dancer, but that's beside the point. I am the one that placed the purloined necklace in your purse. It was all my doing, so Blair had nothing to do with this. You can just go ahead and just let her go. Look, Blair, honey, thank you. You didn't rat me out. That's wonderful of you, but I just can't do this to you. It's gone too far. Really, Madam ADA, I am the guilty party here. Lock me up, take me away.
Oh, tell them to play it again. I don't want it to ever stop. Come on, play some more.
Sweetheart, I think you danced enough for one night, okay?
Oh, I don't want it to ever end.
I know you don't, but you know what? You had a big miracle, right? Miracles take a lot out of you, so I think I ought to get you home and get you some rest, okay?
I'd like that.
Come on.
Hey, look at you, huh? I mean, you're just barely on your feet and you're already out here dancing, and it's a lot of prayers answered, isn't it? And River's gonna be real happy.
Yes. Honey, let me go with you, please.
No, please, it's a party.
Yeah, really, we'll be fine, actually. We can handle it. Thank you.
I can call Dorian.
No, it's not necessary. I just want to get her back to the... I want to get her home.
Sure, of course.
Okay, you ready, sweetie?
Yeah, good night, everybody. Good night.
See ya.
If things keep heading in the direction that they are, that could be Nora someday.
Oh, don't start.
Well, she's a wreck, Sam. She better pull herself together or Bo's gonna get suspicious.
You haven't exactly helped her.
Nothing I said could have any effect on her if she didn't already have a guilty conscience.
Nora has done nothing to feel guilty about, Lindsay. Everything she's done, everything has been for her love for Bo.
Let me give you some advice. Stay away from Nora. You don't need friends like that. In fact, if you need a friend, why don't you call me? Because I know you better anyway.
I have some advice for you, Lindsay. Just stay the hell away from me. Jason, hi. You know, I saw that you talked to Nora before she left. I mean, is she all right? Everything okay?
Yeah, she told me you passed your test. I was glad to hear it for the baby's sake.
Well, I'm just a little worried about her, that's all.
You and me both, Sam. You see, Bo was always a real smart kid. And he's a real smart man. Nora and your secret will not remain buried forever. Especially with Nora coming apart at the seams. You got that?
Oh, what a great idea it was for us to come home. You were right. I'm beat. And my feet are killing me. I gotta get these shoes off. Oh, I think I'm too pregnant to be standing around in stilettos all night. Oh, that feels so good. Of course, it was worth it. Basking in the glory of the newly reinstated Commissioner of Police. Commissioner Bo Buchanan. That sounds really good. And very deserved. You're quite something going after Drew's killer the way you did. Going up against Senator Graham and bucking the Commissioner of Police took a lot of guts. Drew would be very proud of you.
What are you afraid of, honey?
Nothing. Not a thing now that we've gotten the negative results back on the tests. Not a thing.
Yet here are the bags. They're all packed up. It's like we're running away.
We're running to something. We're running to sunny beaches, blue skies, and warm waters, and cozy beds for the three of us.
When did you stop trusting me?
I never stopped trusting you, Bo. I trust you with my life.
But not with your worries.
I don't know what you mean. We share everything, the good, the bad, the ugly.
We used to.
We still do.
Not since that whole mess with Georgie Phillips.
Oh, please, let's forget all about Georgie Phillips I have, except for the part about Rachel.
Not since Sam Rappaport came to this town.
I know that recently we've had our fair share of stress. But that's all in the past now.
Is it?
Yes. Everything's getting better and better.
I don't think so. Not with Sam in the picture.
Sam's not in the picture, Bo. He's not in the picture. He's in my past, my deep past, my once upon a time in another galaxy past. There's nothing going on with Sam. I swear to you, Bo.
But there you were, all wrapped up in his arms again tonight.
I told you.
Why is it always Sam, honey? Why is Sam the guy that you always run to? The guy you always confide in?
I don't. Sam and I, we're both lawyers. That's something that we share. And right now, we're both on opposite sides of the same case. Thanks to your brother.
My brother? What? You know, something's definitely wrong.
Bo. Nothing is wrong. That dark cloud that was hanging up over our heads, it's gone. It's dissipated. It's poof.
Something's eating at you, honey. Yes, something is eating at you, and either you can't or you won't share it with me.
There's nothing, Bo. There's nothing.
The bags are all packed over there, ready to fly.
That wasn't even my idea. That was Ace's idea to give us a little R&R. What?
It just hit me.
What did?
Ace knows about this too, doesn't he?
Ace, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do know what I'm talking about. You're scared about something right now, but you don't want to tell me about it.
Can we please?
And I want it to stop, honey. I want to know what's going on. All right? Now, are you going to tell me the truth or not?
Well, this is another fine mess you've gotten us into.
Me?
Have you begun to notice a pattern here?
Look, if you so much as mention champagne to me, I swear to you, Max Holden.
Actually, I was thinking we could work on our rendition of Jingle Bells.
So you think we're going to be here this time next year?
No big deal. Thea said she'd let us out. You only have to do one little thing. Just have to admit you came up with this whole cockamamie scheme and get Ingrid Bergman or whatever her name is to back you up. So what do you say? You say the magic word, voila, we're out of here like our fine feathered friends.
Over my dead body.
You're starting to overuse that phrase a little too much.
This is war between Taya and me. And I haven't even brought out my big guns yet.
Your wife should sleep through till morning. Perhaps you should go home and get some rest.
I should. Thanks. Bye, honey.
Guess who's right by your side? And I'm gonna be pulling for you right by your side. I'm gonna bring you back from wherever you are. And when you get back, you know, you're gonna be safe and you're gonna be very happy and we're gonna be very much in love together. I promise. You hear me? I promise.
Mommy.
Kevin, I know how tough this is.
Yeah,
I
well,
went through it, and
you were right. That's the bottom line. You're right. She's not well. She's really bad off.
Well, I wish I wasn't right. I'm sorry.
More importantly, I wish that I could help her. You know, I want to help her, but I can't. And I don't think you're enough to do it with me either. I think that gotta get her some help.
Hey, welcome back.
Wasn't sure if you'd still be here.
Yeah, so, is everything okay?
Taya's in charge.
I got you.
She's tough.
Yeah, well, she learned to be.
Are we talking shop?
No, not if you're up for one last dance.
Thought you'd never ask.
Great.
Asa, I don't think you're doing any good sitting here, and I'm sleepy.
Lucky you.
Not you.
Renee, I don't think I'm going to sleep a wink tonight. I got a feeling my two boys are heading for a lot of trouble.
Asa!
What do you want?
Have you seen Sam?
No, but I tell you this, if you find him, put him on a plane and get him the hell out of here. And I'll tell you this, I'll provide the plane.
So, what's it gonna be, Nora?
There's nothing to say.
I see.
Nothing's going on here, Bo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, please. You can stop being like that. You know, it's a new year, and we got a new baby.
So I take it you're not gonna tell me, right?
There's nothing to tell.
Honey, you and I both know that's not true.
Can't we go up to bed?
Time to turn in.
Are you coming?
Go ahead. I'll get the lights.
I love you, Bo.
I love you too.